it would appear that industry are still very much unprepared.
The security is a business issue, not an IT issue.
So what else do you need other than Cyber Essentials and a... So Gareth, through the conversations we've been having here at the Make UK Defence Summit, it would appear that industry are still very much unprepared for Cybersecurity Model Issue 4, which, while it's been postponed, should go live sometime in the next 6 months, we think. Why do you think that is?
I think there might be a couple of factors, Simon, to be honest. I think firstly, MOD is probably not communicating as effectively as it could. I know it's trying to, but the message isn't getting out there one way or another. I think the other part is our profession still needs to try and get the point across that we're not just dealing with an IT issue here. Security is a business issue, not an IT issue. Businesses need to understand the value of their information. And until you do that, you're not protecting anything. So you can have a certificate, but your certificate's probably not helping you protect anything because you haven't applied it to the right areas of your business. And I think finally as well, there's a misconception that if you have Cyber Essentials and a GDPR policy, you've got information assurance, cyber security and cyber resilience in your business, which is just not the case. So we need to correct that.
So what else do you need other than Cyber Essentials and a robust GDPR policy? Surely there can't be that too much more. I mean, for a lot of SMEs, they're just barely coping with covering the basics, which is Cyber Essentials and GDPR.
Yeah, sure. And we've got to appreciate that these businesses, especially SMEs, they're busy. They're busy doing what they do. But in reality, understanding your information's value and how to protect it shouldn't be a lot of work either for an SME. You know, the bigger the organisation gets, the more complex your information pathways get. However, as an SME, it shouldn't take that much work to do a bit of analysis and understand the value of your information and how you need to protect it. Ultimately, until you've studied the value of your information, you don't know what you're protecting. And if you don't know the value of the information, you don't know who wants to steal it, disrupt it, or basically just blackmail your business into getting money off you to get that information back. But ultimately, we can't protect anything if we don't know what we're protecting it from. If we don't know what we're protecting and who we're protecting it from, any type of money spent on certifications is wasted, effectively.
Okay, that sounds reasonably straightforward, but for a lot of SMEs, they're busy enough as it is, running around with their hair on fire, bidding for work, delivering work, and looking for new work. So what avenues can they go down to get assistance to help them out with these things?
Okay, well, I would say do a business impact analysis. There are formats for that on our website, which will explain what the business impact analysis is. I would advise you work through it with somebody who has a professional understanding of information assurance and cybersecurity. But ultimately, it's not a long process. Like, people think that you're going to have to get involved in a full 27,001 certification program, which is going to take months. We can start off selecting what cybersecurity framework you need until you've done the analysis on the information you hold is a waste of money and a waste of time. Realistically, an SME has to be able to put aside one full day and they will walk away with a much clearer understanding of the information and assets they have and how to protect them. That would consist of a 1 hour priming session where we just explain the basic concepts of InfoSec, confidentiality, integrity and availability, and then a longer workshop which usually takes between 6 to 8 hours, so a day, where we work through a process which is designed to look at your critical information assets, but also your stakeholders, how important they are to your business. Out of that, we'll come up with a prioritised list of the information that's valued to you and how to protect it on a remediation plan.
Excellent. Okay. Well, that sounds fairly straightforward. So for any small medium enterprise out there who needs to conform to a tier 1 supply chain security requirement, they can always come to Pera Prometheus for assistance should they need to do so.
Yep, certainly can. There's no harm in getting in touch. We'll do an initial call where we'll just get a bit of an understanding and decide what's right for you. That'll cost absolutely nothing except for 30 minutes of your time. And we'll get an understanding. We'll recommend what we think is the right approach for you to take. We can then, if it seems right, undergo a business impact analysis and step forward from there. the main thing for people to realise here is I think a lot of people know there's something they should be doing, they aren't quite sure what. Do a business impact analysis and you'll know what you need to protect, and then you can make an informed decision of whether you want to pursue that or not. As a business owner, you want to make informed decisions, and business impact analysis will allow you to do that. And everyone just needs to remember that they must stay safe, stay secure, and stay relevant.